You see, the Matrix has us caught in a trap whereby we get dominated by it unconsciously. Most of us don't even know how extensive our programming is. So by the time we're 20, 30, 40, 50, we're generating energy or momentum in the wrong direction. That's not going to propel us forward to where we want to be. So it's a matter of equation changing. Equation changing. We've got to change the internal equation, and we've got to give the subconscious mind some persuasion so that we can move in the right direction. And I do. I think that setting realistic goals for yourself, not too many, just a few, on where you want to be, what do you want to accomplish in life? Write them fucking down and think about them daily. What you set out to, what your goals are. And by looking at your goals every day on your card, this is like a holy talisman that you need to carry with you, your card. Because it's directions for your mind to go about accomplishing what your goals are. But by looking at that card every day, you guys, you're going to start generating and spawning thoughts that will help you get to where you want to be with your goals, because you are what you think about. You become what you think about. And that's why it's so important to get rid of negative thinking. Think about it, guys. What are you going to become if you have negative thoughts? Well, doesn't it make sense that you're going to become negative? Well, of course. Of course. What do you think you're going to become if you change your deep-seated beliefs? And we all have these. And in changing your beliefs, you create new core beliefs of positivity. And then you generate those daily. And what do you think you're going to become? By focusing on those, you're going to become a positive version of yourself. Right? I mean, Marcus Aurelius, famous Stoic philosopher, told you this. That you are what you be. You are what your thoughts are, essentially. It's not the exact quote. There's one thing that, like, almost all the philosophers and great minds of the past and the present agree upon, and that is that you are what you think you are. I think, therefore I am. Remember that one? So we've just got to change our deep-seated beliefs about ourselves. We've got to change how we think. It's like an update on your software system. Right? So there's some tools that you can use that can help you accomplish this, you guys. There are. For one, familiarizing yourself with my content, I think, is going to be a very beneficial thing for you. Because my content serves as a lighthouse of positivity in a broken fucking world. And sure, we get pretty passionate here. Sure, there's times where I raise my voice. There's times where it seems like I'm angry, but it's all because I want deeply within the heart of my being, within the sacred space of my heart, I want humanity to be on track with what God designed us to do. See what I'm saying? And yeah, it's frustrating as hell to see the devil's handiwork everywhere. It's frustrating as hell to see how broken everything is, to see all the carnage here, all the war. Right? See, we oftentimes think that when someone raises their voice, they're being negative. When in fact, you can raise your voice out of love. You can raise your voice out of desire for what's right. You got to learn to read between the lines, you guys. Because what lies beyond the obvious is, there's more often than not a lot of a depth to the ocean underneath the surface. That's my point. That's my point. But familiarizing yourself with my content. Watch 5, 10, 20 minutes a day. Absorb some of the lessons that we talk about here, because one of the core principles of what I teach is the art of mental mastery. And mental mastery is changing your mental cognitive operating systems. Because culture hypnotized us. That's how it works. It works on hypnotism. Culture has hypnotized us to hate ourselves. And what are you talking about, Serpent? I don't hate myself. Well, have you done the inner exercises? Have you really gone into your mind to look at what you're telling yourself unconsciously? And we all do this. Contrary to popular belief, we all talk to ourselves constantly. There's a lot of internal chatter in the mind. I call it the chattering monkey of the mind. You could alternatively call it the fucking devil. Because the internal dialogue 99.999% of the time is not in our benefit. It's not about our benefit, right? It's just not. And you're not going to know that unless you go into the mind and do the work. What are you talking about, Serpent? You make this so complicated, bro. I don't want to have to do all this. Can't you make it simple? Guys, what do you think is simple and easy about 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years of being programmed? Having your God-given operating systems warped. You think that's an easy fix? You think that's an easy fix? A lot of us have taken on years of this. We've integrated with it and created our lives based on the jurisdiction of these core beliefs that we adopt by way of interacting with the sinful world that we grow up in. We become what we largely become what's in our environment.